The toll from yesterday's earthquake in Haiti won't be known for some time.
Critical and desperate situation. I visited two schools that have completely collapsed. One school that had over 1,000 pupils and staff inside, and it's a horrifying scene.
So this is the problem that you're going to have. There is no water, there is no electricity. I mean, it's just basically a total collapse of every infrastructure.
People watching out for each other and caring for one another, and I've seen it.
Haitians are our neighbors in the Americas and here at home. So we have to be there for them in their hour of need.
President Obama also said his thoughts.
Hello and welcome to Studio One at Electric Airwaves, the UK's leading media training company. I'm Scott Chisholm. World Vision and their workers were at the very heart and still are at the heart of the rescue effort in Haiti following the earthquake. Today on PRMoment TV, we're looking at the lessons that PR and communications people can learn right across the private and public sectors from the challenges faced by the communications director of World Vision, Kate Nichols. What were your immediate objectives?
Well, World Vision has actually been in the area for 30 years and we have 800 staff on the ground. So the immediate objective was actually finding out the status of our own staff, many of whom were affected. We got the first calls in from the media only about an hour after the actual quake was reported. And so it was actually finding out about our staff and getting as much information as possible from the field out to the media. We managed to get our first statement out and spokesperson on the air, local person working for us actually within about 4 hours. And from that point onwards, Agali was actually working around the clock with our other spokespeople, providing on-the-ground information as we got it. But of course, information was very, very hard to get hold of in a quite unprecedented set of circumstances here.
How did your communications team work in that particular crisis? It's similar at all to any private sector companies, how they manage a communications team manages a crisis?
I think a lot of the principles are exactly the same. We have very, very well rehearsed plans. We set up an emergency room, which is cross-organisational. We immediately have a series of meetings bringing together the organisation. Now, we had our staff on the ground. One of the big issues was that we had very little technology still in place. Our own office was demolished. And so we were communicating through Skype, but we wanted to try and get out Twitter feeds, to get out footage, to get out information as fast as we possibly could. And what we do is we work in the first instance with our staff on the ground. And then within 72 hours, we bring in what's called our Global Rapid Response Team, which are a team of experts who fly in these kind of circumstances to help those people who are inevitably affected themselves. And within that, we also have communication specialists.
So we've got trucks. We've got staff, we've got logisticians.
We had our own guys on the ground, located actually at the airport to begin with, because of course the infrastructure had been completely taken out. We had remarkable Skype chats around things like, can we please have Steve Matthews on runway 3 for Fox at 5 o'clock, and we'll have him on runway 1 for BBC at 5:05. We were trying to coordinate all this at the airport through Skype. So a lot of the normal infrastructure was gone that we were actually normally would work with.
Obvious question, how did you overcome those challenges?
Primarily a lot of use of Skype. We had a lot of Twitter feeds coming out actually from the site themselves, were giving us a lot of the information. And what we did is we managed to upload footage from anything from Blackberries to later on when we had our staff go into FTP sites, which we shared around the world. Because of course we operate in 100 countries. And so it wasn't just the UK looking for information and footage. We had all our staff all over the world. This was a truly international response with our staff on the ground who were, some of them still looking for family members, trying to actually feed this almost a kind of irrepressible desire for news from the 24 media.
We're here with the World Vision team to distribute food to the people that live here.
So any lessons, any general lessons, Kate, from the Haiti experience?
This was almost unprecedented, and so we're still really working through what this means. The infrastructure are gone, but I think having very well-rehearsed plans, we were able to snap into action immediately that we heard about this, having a 24/7 rota that's well-staffed, well-managed, having good cross-organisational plans for an emergency room, and of course being able to manage that need for relevant information across all the different national and media environments is something which requires not only the voice on the ground, but also the expertise in the various contexts.
Thank you very much indeed, Kate. Kate Nichols, the Communications Director at World Vision. I'm Scott Chisholm at Electric Airwaves for PRMoment TV.